Beef dino ribs or pork spare ribs? The rib test is coming up next on Ben's Smokehouse.
That smokehouse, barbecue and soul, where the smokes in the meats and the sides take control. Collard greens, mac and cheese, cornbread's fine. Catering lord to make your good time shine. Baked beans bubbling, greens so right. Every bite's a southern delight. From the smoker to your plate, it's true. Ben's brings the soul of barbecue. Ben's Smokehouse, barbecue and soul, where the smokes in the meats and the sides take control.
Alright, YouTube, it is Saturday, October 18th, and we're back in the smokehouse in the pit room. And today, we'll be testing out dino ribs and pork ribs. Beef and pork, which one do you prefer better? But we'll be testing out the dino ribs. We're going to put them on the smoker pretty soon. And it's be the first time we cook dino ribs on this pit. So definitely want to test out two slabs and about 3 slabs of pork. So, gonna get the pit fired up, and then we'll get our meat seasoned, and we'll bring it out here and get it lit. Meanwhile, we have other things going today. As you can see, we have a lot of material here. We hope to finish up pit room phase 3 today, that you'll see on another video. This video will be focused more on the dino ribs and the beef ribs. The beef ribs and the beef dino ribs and pork ribs will be smoking today. So we'll get the meat seasoned up and we'll fire up the pit. Alright, we got our ribs all seasoned up, and now we're gonna get it out on the pit, and we'll see how they come out. Can't wait to taste them later. All right, we got our ribs on the pit. We're gonna let them smoke and hang out. We'll check on them in a few hours. Let's take a look at the ribs. They've been on for 4 hours. And let's take a look at them. Looking pretty good so far. These are the pork ribs. I think I'm gonna wrap them pretty soon. And we'll take a look at the beef ribs. They're still coming along. Haven't quite developed that bark that I was hoping for, but maybe we'll get it sooner or later. Back inside the kitchen, I got my foil laid out, and what I'm going to do is wrap the pork ribs. Wrap the pork ribs, get them back out there in the pit, finish them up. I'm going to use a little bit of barbecue sauce on one of them. I'm going to keep 2 of them dry, and we'll go from there. I want to really perfect them being dry. I want them to be to the point where you don't need sauce for Ben's Smokehouse ribs. Now, if you choose you want sauce, you can have it. But I want mine to the point where you don't need sauce. And so that's what I'm practicing on these tests. I mean, I've already got them dialed in pretty good. And to where you don't really need any sauce and they're super tender. I just want a perfect perfection is what I'm looking to achieve. I want when people come here, they bite into our ribs and they say, oh my goodness, I have to be back there next Saturday when they open up again. And so that's what I'm shooting for. We shoot for perfection here at Ben's Smokehouse. So we're going to wrap these ribs, get them back out on the pit. All right, it's time to pull these pork ribs. And let's take a look at one. It's looking pretty good here. Look like it's ready to wrap. They have nice color on them. So, making pretty good progress on the pork ribs. So we're gonna wrap these, get them back out here on the pit, and then we'll keep them going for a few more hours, and these should be ready. The beef ribs will need to keep going a little longer. We're about to wrap these ribs, and then we're gonna get them back out on the pit. Ribs should be more than done and completely tender, so we're going to pull those now and then let them rest, and then we'll slice into them. Beef ribs still got a little ways to go, but we're gonna chow down on some pork ribs pretty soon. Alright, so we pulled our pork ribs off. We're gonna let them rest for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes or so. Then we'll come back, slice them, and take a bite. The ribs are done. I'm just gonna sit them in the food warmer right here and let them rest for about 20 minutes. I did put them back on the smoker after I wrapped them. I just wanted to get a little bit of a more darker bark. I wanted a little bit more color, and now that I have that color, I'm gonna put them in the food warmer, let them rest for a little bit, and then we're gonna slice and eat these bad boys. Got some Kaneka sausages out there as well, so yeah, it'll be time to chow down pretty soon. Right, the ribs are rested. We're gonna take them out the food warmer, and we're gonna slice them up and see what they taste like. Kaneka sausages and pork ribs are done. I'm gonna stick these in the food warmer just to keep them warm. Beef ribs still out there. They're gonna still be a little while before they get done. I'm about to check the temperature, and I'll probably wrap those and then put them back out there and finish them off. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put these in the warmer, and then we're gonna take a bite out of them pretty soon. All right, we are about to wrap our dino ribs. I got some tallow here that I put in the foil. So we're gonna wrap these dino ribs in the tallow, put it back out on the smoker, wrap it nice and tight, try to get them up to 205 so we can finish this cook. But dino ribs are nice and dark, like I want them to be, so now we're gonna wrap them. Internal temp is around 160, so they're probably in a stall right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put them back on the pit so I don't prolong this process. All right, we got our wrapped dino ribs back on the pit. As you can see, it's turned dark on us. Still getting work done to the pit room, and it's turned dark on us, and we're just gonna try to get these up to 205 as quickly as possible, and then take them off, let them rest, and then slice into them. All right, the time has come for me to try out one of these pork ribs. Let's take a bite into it. Beef ribs are still on the smoker. They're wrapped in tallow. Oh yeah, I can go red too. Can't wait to try the dino ribs. Alright, I'm about to pull these dino ribs. It's getting late. They're at temperature now. I'm gonna take them and let them rest, and then I'll try to slice one before we leave here, for the sake of this test in this video. So we'll get them off the pit, get them in there, let them rest for a while, and then we'll head back to Charlotte. The time has come to slice these dino ribs. It's been a long smoke. I put them on at 10 a.m. I think they got done around 8. So it's the first time we smoked them on the big pit. So we're gonna see what it is, and if it don't come out good, we'll make adjustments on the next one. But let's take a look at what we have here. So we got our dino ribs here. They rested for a while. We're about to slice them, and then we're gonna give them a shot and see what they taste like.
Hold it down.
All right, you can start. So we sliced the dino rib, and now it's time to taste it. Time to taste it. It's tender, it's juicy. Let's take a bite out of it. Alright, so that concludes our rib test today on the pit. Smoked some dino ribs, beef dino ribs, a couple of Conecuh sausages, and some pork ribs. And that concludes our test. So we're glad you were able to join us again for this test. We're going through a series of tests. We're going to have a brisket test coming. We're going to do some more smoked turkey. We're going to do some leg quarters, chicken wings. We're going to do a lot of different things leading up to the opening of Ben's Smokehouse. I'd also like to make a special announcement that we have reached 104 subscribers. We've passed the 100 mark. This channel is slowly growing, but it's growing, and I'm proud of my 104 faithful subscribers. I appreciate you guys tuning into these videos. I see the watch time hours in the past 28 days, and it's really been increasing. So I appreciate everybody that has been following this channel. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X, and of course this YouTube channel. As always, this has been Smokehouse, where the smoke is in the meat,
and the sides are
and the soul is in the sides. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Ben's Smokehouse, barbecue and soul, where the smoke's in the meats and the sides take control.